Hey people, welcome back to another match preview. And as I said in my last preview, the matches are coming thick and fast. Now it is match day 26, which means we have about 12 games. Yeah, match day 26, yes, about 12 games to go. And I think it keeps looking like Arsenal is obviously going to win the title this season. However, I feel like the 6-point gap between Arsenal and Man City just always looks like it's going to be closed down and all that. But as it is, I think Arsenal is still doing a very, very good job, retaining that number one position. Now, matches are going to be happening in the Premier League midweek this week, and obviously starting off on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now, let's just kick off with the games starting off on Tuesday. Now, Chelsea will take on Leeds United. Now, I remember the last time that these two sides met, it was a very, very disappointing end to that game for Chelsea in particular, looking at the fact that the way they lost that game, they would have been really, really disappointed. Yes, it was away at Leeds, but this time around, Chelsea will be playing at Stamford Bridge, and they'll be looking to continue that back-to-back win in the Premier League. Now, Liam Rossini has had a very, 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 very good start to his head coach career with Chelsea, and I must say that particularly in the Premier League, I think he has done really, really well. Him being the second English quote-unquote coach that has won 4 games back-to-back, starting off in the Premier League. And I must say I'm quite impressed with what he has done so far. You can see a little bit difference between him being in charge and Enzo Maresca. I think after some time, the team under Enzo Maresca they were beginning to look stale. They were beginning to look like the whole team struggling to win games. But with Liam, you can tell that he's encouraging them, he's building that confidence in the team, that even when it looks like they're not exactly doing well, he knows who to bring in, he knows what to tell them, and you see a better performance from them. So far I think I've been really impressed with what he has done with the team so far. They are going to be starting off the match day 26 games, and as I said, they are going to be playing Leeds. Now, when you look at Leeds, I feel like they are one team that you honestly cannot underrate them. Don't forget that they're just coming back into the Premier League this season, and it just looks like as if they've been in the Premier League for a while. But that's not the case, because when you see them play teams, they come out with this energy, they come out with this flair, and if you're not careful, you're practically losing the game. But that game they lost against Arsenal last weekend, it just goes to show you that one team that even when they choose not to step up, teams against them can get the win. And practically I must say that yes, that game they lost against Arsenal did deserve all 3 points. They played really well. So Chelsea literally has to do the same thing, right? They have to do the same thing. They have to ensure that they come out in the attacking force in the very first minute of the game, play very well. And I want to believe that Liam Rossini is going to start his best team. He's going to start his best 11. I expect Cole Palmer to be in the starting 11. Estival should be in the starting 11, definitely. I think there's still injury issues with Reece James and all that, but Cucurella, obviously, Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, they should be in the starting 11 because they seem like the players that have stood up and been consistent in the team. So definitely I expect him to start off those players. And for Leeds, when I look at them, I think that Calvert-Lewin has been one of their standout players. Don't forget that he left Everton to join them, and he has been scoring. I must say, yes, he has been scoring, even though when he came into the team he was struggling with injury and all that. But you can see that since he came back from injury, he has been playing really, really well. So definitely I expect Chelsea to pick up all 3 points in this game. And even their last game, actually they won their last game, Leeds United. So definitely I expect them to Yeah, I expect them to play very well. I do expect them to play very well. They did beat Nottingham Forest, and Nottingham Forest is not an easy side. For them to actually win, they were at home, yes, but for them to win that game, as I said, Leeds United are not a team you can push aside. So definitely, I expect Chelsea to come out as the better side, play better from the very first minute, and if they can start well, then definitely they should be able to pick up all 3 points against Leeds United. And then we go over to Tottenham that will be taking on Newcastle United. Now, Tottenham will be really disappointed with the result they had against Manchester United in the last game. And yeah, they're playing at home, but they're also facing a side, Newcastle, that also lost their game in a very disappointing manner. And they definitely want to get over that quickly. So both sides are looking to return to winning ways. As I said, it's going to be tricky to see who eventually picks up the 3 points. But at this point, I feel like both sides are really struggling. But at the end of the day, I feel like Tottenham still has, I don't know, maybe the better quality side, but Newcastle also has that, they have that energy about them when they want to win games and play better in their games. As I said, they are both going to feel disappointed about their last respective games that they lost. I think Tottenham played away to Manchester United, Newcastle played at home, but somehow they also lost because they felt they could have done better. They honestly felt that they could have probably gotten a point from that game, but it didn't happen. So yeah, they have to move away from that, get over that quickly, and hope to pick up 3 points in their next game. But both sides definitely need 3 points. And however, I see a draw in this game. Yes, I do, because as I said, they both have to be looking at how they can pick up 3 points, and it's going to be really difficult. Anyways, Manchester United will be traveling to West Ham. Now, when I look at West Ham, the fact that they seem like they are getting back to that team, you know, West Ham used to be, it just seems like they would have felt disappointed, you know, losing that game to Chelsea in the manner they did. But the good thing is they returned back to winning ways in their last game, winning that game, I think 2-0, and not conceding. So definitely, they seem like the team that can face Manchester United at the moment. However, Michael Carrick's Manchester United are playing really well. They are so good right now. I feel like any team that is going to face them has to be prepared for Manchester United, because they are picking up results thick and fast. And in the last game against Tottenham, they didn't concede. So it seems like they're a team that is getting the job done, you know, slightly, and Michael Carrick is saying the things that is gingering the players, right? So West Ham has to be prepared for this game. But I also feel like it's still going to also be difficult. It's going to be really difficult for Manchester to win it. I feel like with the form that West Ham are right now, if Manchester United is going to win it, maybe a very slender, maybe 2-1 win or 1-0 win, because as I said, West Ham, I feel like West Ham is going to score. I actually feel like West Ham is going to score, but it's going to be really close. It's going to be really close. But at the end of the day, I will still give it to Manchester United. I feel like, as I said, it's going to be a hard-fought win, but they will definitely get the win. Now, before I go to Wednesday's matches, have you subscribed to the channel? Come on, subscribe to the channel. What are you waiting for? It is absolutely free. It costs nothing, and it helps the channel to grow. So please subscribe to the channel, okay? Please do. All right, to Wednesday's game, we have Manchester City taking on Fulham. Now, Man City right now are looking like the team that is looking to chase Arsenal for that title. And right now, they are heaping pressure on Arsenal. If for any reason Man City is able to win this game, then the point difference will drop to 3 points until Arsenal will play their game on Thursday. But Man City has the chance to reduce that point until Arsenal plays to 3 points, and they're taking on Fulham. Now, Fulham for me are one team that sometimes when you least expect them to get results, they get results. Yes, they do. So definitely, I expect yeah, I expect Man City to win this one. And looking at the way they even won their game against Liverpool on Sunday, wow, that game was really, really close. I think they were just lucky to nick it at the very end, with Eden Haaland scoring the penalty very, very close to the end of the game. Liverpool would really feel disappointed with that one. I felt it was going to end in a draw, but yeah, Man City picked up all 3 points. And I think that they felt like they needed the 3 points more, looking at the fact that they are the one chasing Arsenal. Liverpool too felt like they also needed the point because they are chasing Chelsea now, Chelsea and Manchester United, who are literally above them. So as I said, Liverpool is going to feel really, really disappointed, but it is what it is, right? But Man City this time around, I felt like they are going to get the job done against Fulham. They should be able to pick up all 3 points. They have all their players. Erling Haaland is scoring, right? Chekin is playing very well. Umar Mamush is also playing very well. Semenyo, amazing. But yeah, I think Man City has everything that it takes to get all 3 points in this game. So definitely I give it to them. And then Aston Villa will be taking on Brighton. Now for me, when I look at Aston Villa, I feel like they're still not, the team that started off the season, they are looking a bit off of it at the moment. That game, their last game against Bournemouth, I did expect that game to be tough, and I did say it was going to end in a draw, which is exactly what happened, because Bournemouth playing at home, they are not an easy team. And this time around, Aston Villa will be playing at home. They'll be playing at Villa Park, and so they should probably have that advantage, for them, that momentum for them. But trust me when I say that this Brighton team, they do well when they play away. Yes, they play very, very good when they play away. So, Aston Villa has to start well. They have to do better. I think right now they are finding it difficult to score goals. Yes, they are finding it really, really difficult to score goals. And yeah, they are taking on a Brighton side that are also struggling just a little bit. They are just off their usual form that we would see Brighton in, but regardless, I think it's still going to end in a draw again for Aston Villa, and they can't even afford to draw this game because Man U and Chelsea are literally 3 to 4 points behind them. Yes, they are 3 to 4 points behind them. Aston Villa are number 3 with 47 points. Man U is behind them with 44 points, and Chelsea with 43 points. So if for any reason Chelsea wins their match, they'll be 46 and they'll be 47. So if Aston Villa draws that game, by the next game, there's a chance that Chelsea can top them, or even Manchester United if they win their game. If Manchester United wins their game against West Ham, can top them. So they can't afford. They honestly cannot afford to draw this game. But unfortunately, I think it's going to end in a draw for Aston Villa. And then Liverpool are going to be taking Sunderland. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be really, really difficult. But Liverpool are scoring goals. They're scoring goals. Don't forget that the last time that these two sides faced each other, it was really tricky. The result was not in Liverpool's favor at all. The last time that these two sides met, it ended in a draw, and it was in Liverpool's home. This time around, Sunderland will be playing at home. Liverpool, wow. I don't know what to call it. I think if Liverpool is going to win, maybe a 2-1 win, but Sunderland playing at home, they're a different team entirely. So I'm going to find it difficult to give Liverpool all 3 points. But yeah, Liverpool knows they can't afford to keep extending that point between themselves and the top 4. So definitely they have to pick up all 3 points. But this Sunderland team, they're also looking to finish in the top half of the table this season. So it's going to be really tricky. And Sunderland is playing at home. Well, yeah, I don't know, but I want to give Liverpool a win. Yes, I want to give Liverpool a win. I want to believe that they'll be able to get the job done. Yes, I want to believe they'll be able to get the job done. Because despite the fact that Sunderland is playing at home, I think Liverpool will be able to get the job done. And then the final game, obviously, is Arsenal playing Brentford. Now, that's a London derby. It is. But I feel like the form that Arsenal they are on right now, I think Arsenal can get the job done. They know definitely that if Man City win their game on on Wednesday, then they know it reduces to 3 points. So they can't even afford to draw or even lose the game. So definitely they want to win that game. However, Brentford are one team right now that are picking up results. Did you see that game against who was it they played? Newcastle. Yes, they were the one who beat Newcastle. They came from a goal down to winning that game 3-2. Brentford are not joking right now. Andrew Keith is doing an amazing job right now, the head coach. He's doing an amazing job with Brentford right now. So Arsenal has to be careful. As I said, Brentford is playing at home. So, well, I don't know, but let me just give it to Arsenal because the pressure is on them to pick up all 3 points. They have to, okay? They really have to pick up all 3 points. And Arsenal's game is on Thursday. So they would have seen all the results in other games, and maybe that way it will help them to really push for that 3 points. But trust me, games where Brentford know that they are going to be focused on, hey, they don't joke about it. They do not joke about it, okay? So Arsenal they have to come with their A game to win that game. Anyway, that's my thought on match day 26 of the Premier League that will be happening this midweek. Share your thoughts in the comment section who you think is going to win all 3 points, or if you think there are going to be upsets in this match week. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. As I said earlier, subscribe, okay? All right, put on your post notification button to get our latest video when they drop, and please follow us on all our social media platforms at _official FSH. Anyways, guys, as I'll usually say, on to the games are played and the results are in. Enjoy your week. Bye bye, guys.